All right, Julie, come in. This is my wardrobe.
Awesome.
It's been a little while.
Yep.
Laura Shepherd's wardrobe is packed to the rafters. There's no space left and she has no idea how to fix it.
It's been a long time coming for me. It's probably been about 10 years since I've actually done my own wardrobe, and it's something that I keep putting off. Everything is sort of up for grabs, which is, I'm sure, nice and easy.
Unable to sort it on her own, Laura's got decluttering expert Julie Whiting on board to guide her through the mammoth task of cleaning up and clearing out.
I think when I was coming into today and preparing for Julie to come, I did a lot of mental preparation about wanting to be clear of my clutter. Like, my wardrobe sits on the end of my bed and I look at it if it's left open just a little bit and everything's falling out of it, and I find it really overwhelming.
Often we value these items as, you know, could be handy one day, but we forget how valuable our space is. Like, how expensive is real estate in Melbourne or anywhere in Australia? And storage is expensive, whether you're renting it off-site or using your own place.
The biggest struggle in decluttering is what to keep and what to let go, both stressful decisions for many people confronted with lots of stuff.
So we're going to just make categories now. So we're going to go, dresses, tops, pants, keep them all separate so that we can look at what you've got and get some clarity around that. People get really exhausted decluttering because they get decision fatigue. So it's like a mental fatigue more than a physical fatigue of just deciding on every little thing, and a few hours of that and people are just done, and often they've made a huge mess, they've sprawled everything out and they still haven't finished. The place looks messier than when they started and they just think, I'm never doing this again.
But the mess is just the start. Letting go of clothing that was expensive is particularly tough. And Laura, like most people, expects their second-hand items are worth selling.
There are just so many clothes in the world.
Yeah.
And, you know, people like to shop online, things are cheap now. Unfortunately, the online second-hand space is a little bit tricky. So I would say just donate, unless it's super designer.
I'm happy getting rid of things, but then when I think about, where's it going? How much money has been wasted?
A lot of people struggle with doing the right thing with their stuff because they've paid money for it and they don't want to see it going into landfill, which is totally understandable. So just knowing there are lots of different charities that do different things, and a lot of people, they're not across all of that and they just want to know, they want to do the right thing and they don't know how to go about it.
I had this dress in orange, like a burnt orange, and my girlfriend borrowed it and never got returned, and I think about it often. So even though you say that sometimes you forget about it.
But do you know what? If you had it, maybe you wouldn't even wear it. Or maybe you would, I don't know.
I don't think I'd wear it.
Maybe you're just dirty.
But it's one of those things, I've never been able to find a replacement, and in my head it's probably better than what it was. She said she gave it to someone else and then they gave it to someone else. Oh! It's there!
What? That's that. Oh my goodness. You didn't even know that you still...
Look, it was a bit of a running joke, that orange dress for my girlfriends and I. And I think the thing is I always had in my head that this item was so much more important than what it was. Oh, I don't even like it anymore.
Gosh, after all that.
Well, I mean, I like it. It's beautiful.
Yep.
But I would never wear it. Could you imagine me in a halter neck now? My golly gosh, no way. And I'm so happy to have it gone now. And I apologise to all of my friends.
The dilemma we all face tossing out some things is that they hold sentimental value.
A lot of our things that we struggle to get rid of, it can be for aspirational reasons, like we think that one day we will be that size again or in that stage of life again. And letting go of the item sometimes represents letting go of the memory or of the time. And it's great to try and find other ways to hold on to the memory. Like I said to Laura with one of her dresses, like, it's awesome that she's got photographs of her wearing that dress, and that's maybe enough. Because you said you were right-handed, we've put the frequent use items to the right, because you said you love to layer and chuck on a frock, jeans, and then the lesser used items, including your sentimental garments, are far left. But see how you go. Like if you're using something more, you can just move it to the high frequency side. For me, I'm really mindful of what I let in. Before I buy something, I want to be sure that I definitely need it, that I definitely have a foreseeable use for it, not just it's pretty and I might use it one day. Have a concrete idea of where it's going to live. Do you have a spot for it? And if you do, is there something that you can release to someone else that it will be replacing? So it's like a bit of a one in, one out policy to avoid that build-up of clutter.
It was very difficult getting rid of everything, but I think now I'm left with things that I really enjoy. Oh, I just feel amazing. This is so great. What Julie's done is just wonderful. I'm really happy with the time that she's put in, and that now I've got a whole new wardrobe to work with. It's just so much more freeing. I can see what I've got. It's just wonderful. It's really great.